Hey guys, my name is Jordan Rogers, and today we're going to be going over the white hole conspiracy. So, I found my information on TikTok, and I'm going to include a little bit of the video now.
This is not a conspiracy. This is scary. So in 2018, scientists discovered a black hole 16 million light years away. They were watching it literally swallow a star. They looked at the same black hole and it was spitting the star back out. So it's like, what's on the other side of that black hole?
With that being said, we're going to go over topics like what are black holes? Are they real? What is general relativity? What the math says, and why that math is wrong. So, white holes are the hypothetical opposite of a black hole. So, instead of sucking in matter, it expels matter. Now, although they are a purely hypothetical concept, mathematically they are technically possible. And this is due to the concept of general relativity. Before we go any further, I do have to clarify that these are not something that Einstein himself directly predicted, discussed, or claimed to exist. Essentially, white holes were derived from Einstein's theory of general relativity, which is a way of understanding how gravity works. In a nutshell, general relativity says that mass bends spacetime, and this bending tells objects how to move. White holes are mathematically possible because they arise as solutions to the Einstein field equations in general relativity. White holes might connect to black holes through something called a wormhole. This acts as an exit for what is sucked into a black hole. Once again, this is all theoretical. Now this leads to the question, why aren't they real? First of all, there's no way to form them. Essentially, there is no known process in the universe that could create a white hole. Second of all, it doesn't fit with the flow of time. Since white holes are like the time-reversed black holes, this means they would require time to flow backwards. Another compelling reason as to why they don't exist is their instability. Essentially, even a tiny disturbance like light particles hitting it would destroy a white hole and turn it into a black hole. This can be broken down into reasons like the one-way rule and natural laws. Another extremely important reason as to why white holes don't exist is the second law of thermodynamics. The second law of thermodynamics states that the total entropy, which is also known as disorder, of the universe must always increase or remain constant over time. This contrasts the existence of white holes because they would require a decrease in entropy, which is highly unstable and unphysical. Any interaction with the environment would disrupt the white hole's structure, forcing it to collapse into a black hole. This is because black holes do obey the second law of thermodynamics by increasing entropy. And last but not least, we literally have no evidence whatsoever. Let's sum up what we just went over. White holes are the hypothetical reverse of black holes. They eject matter and energy, but allow nothing to enter. The concept of white holes arose from Einstein's theory of general relativity. The equations to this theory permit solutions where spacetime behaves oppositely to black holes. This is where the concept of wormholes come from. This is because white holes are seen to be the other half of black holes. White holes are unable to exist in reality due to laws like the second law of thermodynamics, the instability of white holes, and unrealistic formation practices. We also have literally no evidence. At all. This is just how I imagine the interaction between Albert Einstein and Rudolf Clausius would go. I found this interesting because these two guys work in the same field, but they have opposing viewpoints, but they don't necessarily contrast each other. Thank you guys so much for listening, and have a great holiday.